Plus, a known North Carolina radical makes a government deal. We're breaking down the details.
And first at 6, the sun setting now on the nation's capital tonight. Live pictures from Washington, D.C., where the scene will again set for another congressional hearing into the January 6th riot next week. But tonight, the spotlight on the repercussions from that historic day are closer to home. Good evening, I'm Brian Blakely.
And I'm Alicia Barnes. Thanks for joining us for your news at 6. This time, a North Carolinian is at the forefront.
And our chief political correspondent, Emma Withrow, joins us now with the latest information on a North Carolina Proud Boy who pleaded guilty to some pretty serious offenses.
All right, so Emma, what have you learned so far?
So Joseph Bertino was living down the road, actually in Belmont, just a few months ago. The home he was renting was raided by federal agents in March, and today he pleaded guilty to serious conspiracy charges. I actually combed through the court documents to find out more about Bertino and his actions leading up to January 6th. Take a listen to what I found out today.
Joseph Bertino is a high-ranking member of the Proud Boys, which is a right-wing group that describes themselves as a politically incorrect men's club for Western chauvinists. Now, Bertino wasn't at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th because he was recovering from multiple stab wounds. He was stabbed just a few weeks prior when fighting broke out between the Proud Boys, Black Lives Matter, and Antifa at a protest in D.C.
That's what happens when you stand up to communism in the United States.
But according to court documents, he was involved in the planning process for the Capitol riot by encouraging other members of the Proud Boys to storm the Capitol. In recovered messages from various Proud Boys group chats, Bertino reportedly responded to the news that the Capitol had been breached by saying, "Holy F, do it, boys." He also messaged the Proud Boys president after the riot had ended, saying, "Brother, you know we made this happen. 1776, mother effer." Bertino also admitted to a charge of unlawfully possessing firearms, which were found at his home in Belmont. According to federal court documents I obtained, this was the house Joseph Bertino was living in when it was searched by federal agents back in March. Now, I spoke to neighbors in the area, and they said they haven't seen Bertino since July. And from the looks of the house, it really doesn't seem like anyone's living here anymore. Bertino agreed to cooperate with the Justice Department's investigation of the role the Proud Boys leaders played in the Capitol riot on January 6th. Queen City News actually interviewed Bertino in 2019 at a small protest in Stanley County after cheerleaders were suspended for taking a picture with a Trump sign.
These girls, they're young girls. I mean, they're teenagers. They had no idea what they were doing. We've all been teenagers. We've all done things that we were like, oh, I didn't realize that would have an impact.
Okay, so fast forward to today, Bertino's plea deal has made him eligible for actually the witness protection program, but just because he's choosing to cooperate doesn't guarantee he'll get off easy. Seditious conspiracy charges actually call for up to 20 years in prison.
So, Emma, how could this impact the other Proud Boys that are being charged right now?
So his cooperation could ratchet up other pressure on other Proud Boys charged in the siege to cooperate and work with the feds, including former national chairman Henry Enrique Churrio. So we'll have to see if this plea deal, sparks some other plea deals for the other ones.
Yeah, the ball is rolling right now, and stay tuned for more developments there. All right, Emma Withrow live in the studio tonight.